Hello and welcome to Dice and Demons. I'm Emma, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new Stormcast and Kruleboyz models that were revealed last night after the Dominion celebration, where they showed off all those really cool painted models that people had been painted. So I don't think we'll take a look at the stream because you can just go back to Twitch and watch it. So we'll just be taking a look at the new models, and I'm really excited for them because, they showed off a whole bunch of stuff. I hadn't expected to see that much stuff. So let's take a look. So first off, we have the new battle tomes for the Auric War Clans and the Stormcast Eternals, and I have to say I'm not really surprised that they decided to release new battle tomes. That was sort of expected, I guess, and they look cool. They look fine. I have to say that books are probably one of the aspects of the hobby that I'm least excited about. I don't really read Black Library stuff or anything. I'm not particularly interested in the lore. For me, a battle tome is just a way of getting the rules I need to play the games. So, but they look fine. They look fine, definitely. And then there's a video showing off the new models. We won't be taking a look at that. We'll just see the models. So first off here we have a really cool new Stormcast hero, the Lord Commander Bastian Carthalos, leader of the Hammers of Sigmar. I really like this model. It's silly. It's silly, but in all the best ways. Like, look at that giant hammer. That's ridiculous. But it looks cool. It looks cool, and I also like the pauldron here on his shoulder. It's an eagle, I think. I like that as well. I'm not too sure about the paint job here, where they used sort of an oxidized bronze or something. I don't know. You can also see it here on his knee plate as well. But I like that they have some like molded designs on their armor, and not just the very finely sculpted pecs that they always have, which reminds me of like ancient Rome and stuff like that. I don't really know about the halo on top of it. Yeah. It makes him look bigger, obviously, and more impressive, which is cool. But on the other hand, I think it makes it a little bit busy in my opinion, and it's not really necessary because he's such a big imposing model on his own. I don't think I would use this. Perhaps, I'm not sure. Perhaps I would. I could always paint it bright pink, and then I would probably really love it. So there you go. But I like it, and he's standing, of course, in a nice little hero rock, as everything should. And I like this small brazier here with, I don't know, some sort of magical smoke coming off it. You could do some fun stuff with that, that's for sure. Yeah. Oh, and he's also got his mask or his helmet. Yeah. I'm not too sure about the stylized beard. I think that's probably the thing I like the least about the mask. Yeah. It's cool. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a matter of personal preference, I guess. I do love the way they painted the back of the cape. Look at that. It looks like it's like some sort of astrological sign, and with, of course, the lightning shaped. I like that design a lot. I would be tempted to do something like that, except I know that I wouldn't be able to stick with it. I would do some sort of crazy stuff with crazy colors and then ruin the overall effect. So I'd better just not try to do it. But I do think it looks really nice on this model, definitely. And then we have a Knight's Relictor. We have a Lord Relictor too, don't we? I'm not sure. I haven't played Stormcast yet. I only just got into it with the Dominion set. So they provide support with prayers to the God King Sigmar, and they're handy with a maul on the front line. Oh, that's the best kind of sort of a priest kind of thing, right? It's someone who can say a prayer and whack you over the head with a maul. I like that. I like that concept a lot. And I like, is that sort of like the thing he's holding in his hand here? It's a skull, obviously. Is it supposed to be some sort of thing you wave around and holy smoke comes out of it, or what? I'm not sure. Looks cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for skulls. The more skulls, the better. Like, you know, the brighter the better, the more skulls, the better. Bright skulls are then a double win. No, it looks cool. I also like the front part here of his cloak with the molded design. That looks nice. And I like the front piece here with with the skull. I like the skulls. Again, the halo sort of thing. It's just not my personal preference, but I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with it. And I would like to point your attention to the fact that he's not standing on a hero rock. There you go. And here we have some new infantry to command. Vanquishers are clad in Thunderstrike armor and are armed with devastating celestial greatswords that hit exceptionally hard. Awesome. I love stuff that hits hard. They do look really big and really heavy, and like that would really hurt if someone were to actually hit you over the head with it. I don't think they look as crazy as that Warhammer, just because if you have looked at some of the biggest swords, like from the Middle Ages or the Renaissance, they have swords that are perhaps not as like broad as these, but definitely as long. So I think that is really cool. I'm not sure if she would be able to both wield the sword and the trumpet at once. Then she would be really, really, really strong. But on the other hand, they're Stormcast, so why not? It's a cool banner as well. I think it's molded, probably the design. It's not a freehand. I don't think it's a freehand. Looks cool. I like that pose a lot. She's just about to stab someone in the gut. Which, I mean, is what you want from someone who is part of a unit called Vanquishers, I guess. I like that. Yeah. Okay. He's got a cool pose as well. And this, yeah, I actually like those poses a lot. I think they're dynamic, but not over the top dynamic. Like it's not like they're really running around, which you wouldn't expect someone to do with these giant swords, but they look dynamic and they look like they're definitely about to hit you over the head. I also like that they have some faces that show people who are a little bit older, I think. Most of these Stormcasts we've seen that are not like the heroes are a little bit younger. So these look like they're sort of expert veteran warriors, really strong, well trained, and very deadly. Yeah, that goes for him as well. Very, very cool. Yeah, I'm all for it. And here we have some. And it says here, Judicators and Vanguard Raptors are already excellent ranged specialists, but Sigmar heard the prayers of generals who want even more top-quality archers in their ranks and forged ranks of Vigilors to bolster the backline. I mean, I have to say, I will mess up these names because I think every single Stormcast name sound exactly the same to me. But I'll try to do my best to remember it. Vigilor. But I mean, Vanquishers, Vigilor, Judicator, Vanguard, I mean... It's all the same to me, but it's cool that they get new ranged models. These look a little bit more, I don't know, I mean, it sounds silly, but a little bit more fantasy-esque than some of the other bows they have. I actually like them. They're really cool. I really like them. Yeah. What? I don't understand this pose. What's going on here? Is she reading from a scroll or something? I'm not sure. They look cool. And of course, I mean, she's got both a bow and a sword. So I guess that if they get into close combat, they can do a little bit too, even though that's probably not where they want to be. It says that they are there to bolster the back line. So I don't think you should put them in the front lines and expect them to do a lot of heavy hitting. But I think it looks like they should be able to at least not just crumple instantly, perhaps. I really like that model. Again, the nice little hero rock, even though she's not a hero. I really like this model. She looks like she means business. Definitely. Really cool. I'm a little bit on edge about the strings for the bows. I mean, it's nice that they have strings and it makes it look much more dynamic, of course, but I'm not sure if, I mean, are they going to be really, really thin and fiddly, or are they going to look a little bit too robust? I'm not sure. If it works out like in real life when you're standing with the model and you're building the model, then that's awesome. If they found a way to make cool bowstrings, that would I think make a big difference to archer units also in the future. They look cool. And here we have Should anything survive a hail of arrows from the Vigilers, the Annihilators will be waiting to finish them off. We've already seen some of these incredible warriors in the Dominion box set, but this new kit features more options, including the two-handed meteoric grand hammers. Okay, some more giant hammers. I already really like the Annihilators from the Dominion set. I'm actually painting them right now, so that they're getting more options, that's always cool. Definitely. And big hammers, I mean, what's not to like? And then with the Sigmar logo in front and a nice big bear breastplate. That's cool. Yeah, why not? They look cool. All right, and then we get to the Cruelboys. So it says here, first up is Swamp Boss Scumdrag. He's a legend among Cruelboys, not only for his abilities as a mighty warrior, but also for the fact that he's been known to gamble on the outcome of battles. I wonder how they will reflect that in the rules. Gamble on the outcomes of battles. I hope that it'll somehow, there'll be a rule for it. And then it says, we're not sure about you, but if we saw Scumdrag and his terrifying Sludge Rager beast, we know who we'd bet on. Okay, so this is kind of cool. It's very busy. It's got a lot going on with all the wood and the cage hanging here and all the chains and stuff, but I think it suits the aesthetic really well. I actually really like this monster beast. It looks like it's heavy, it looks like it's poisonous, it looks like it's going to rip your head off. But it also looks sort of dynamic, but not overly so, if that makes sense. I think this works really well and really fits in with the whole style of the Cruelboys. It's not as cartoony as a lot of other monsters are, which, I mean, they're not the most cartoonish of orcs. I like the cartoonish orcs, but that's a personal preference. It's nothing to do with good or bad design. So yeah, I think this looks terrifying. I'm not too keen on the fact that they painted more or less the same skin tone on the orc and on the beast. I would like to see a bit more variety, of course. And I mean, you could paint it in really bright colors because it looks like it's really poisonous and toxic and came from a sort of toxic wasteland. I mean, that's probably what I would do anyway. Okay, and then so it has like some sort of shield faceplate, and then you can see it here without the faceplate. I definitely prefer it with the faceplate. I think without it, it looks like like it looks a little bit sad and bold somehow to me. That's just not again personal preference. I really prefer it with the armor on. And then it says the kit alternatively makes a Snatcher Boss and Sludge Rager Beast if you want to give Scumdrag a friend to ride into battle with. Okay, so this is the named character, and then we have an unnamed one. Okay, yeah. I actually like the boss on top of this better. He looks like he means even more business. He looks scarier to me, I think. And is that another faceplate? Yeah, it's a whole different face for the beast. Awesome. I like that. I like this better, I think, even. This is cool. I would be tempted to, I think, buy this kit and then convert it for my Beast Snagger Orcs for 40k somehow. I just need to come up with the exact thing, but I think this is a really cool kit, actually. Then we have another thing here, the Marsh Crawler Slug-Off for when your grots need to arrive in style. Okay, so this is a beast for the grots, so it's probably smaller. Well, this sort of appeals to me in that this is really silly, which is cool. I like silly. I'm not sure about what's it called? The Slug-Off. Like, it's obviously a strong beast crawling out from under the swamp or something, but it's a tiny bit too humanoid for my taste. It's from a distance, it sort of reminds me of Gollum. And I'm not sure I would want to ride into battle on a Gollum character. But, I mean, the howdah thing that the grots are standing on, I really like that design. It looks all kinds of awesome. It's looked really cool, and I really like the net for snatching for snatching people up. That's so cool. Really like the top portion. I'm not saying that I don't think this Sluggoth creature is badly made at all. I'm just it doesn't give me orky associations. Yeah. But I mean, it's definitely not badly made. It really isn't. It's just I'm not sure about it. Yeah, but I do think the top part here with the grots, that is so fun. Absolutely. Oh, look at this happy little grot. He's got a war drum and everything. Oh. Okay, and then we have some more Godrippers. Oh, I like this design here. Yeah, again, they're not as silly as a lot of orcs are, and I prefer the silly orcs, but I think this is a nice design. Absolutely. And I would not probably like the sound coming out of that trumpet. It looks like it's going to sound awful and terrifying, which is probably the idea. And you have a lovely banner sewn from the skin of your enemies, I suppose. That's cool as well. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, they're beautifully designed models. They're just perhaps not as much to my personal taste as the more cartoony traditional orcs, but they're well made, definitely. And here we have some more Manskewer Bolt Boys. They were also in the Dominion, but some non-push fit models here. Yeah, they look cool as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, and then they say, phew, so many awesome new kits coming out this year, and that's on top of the ones we've already seen. Can you keep a secret? We've heard whispers that there are even more new miniatures on the way for the Stormcast Eternals and Orc War clans as well. We'll let you know more as soon as we hear back from our infiltrator grots. Cool. So even more new stuff coming. That's nice, because at least for a new army such as the Cruelboys, I think it makes a lot of sense that they are expanding the range relatively rapidly. So you're not just looking at so very few actual options for building an army. So that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I really like the idea of this. I think this is hilarious, and I think this beast is that's probably the one that I'm most impressed with, especially because I wasn't expecting to be that impressed with the Cruelboys, because I mean, as I've said, I think there is something a little bit off with the dimensions of the, like, no, not the proportions with the legs and stuff. But this one is this is right up my alley. I love this beast. So if you have any ideas of what I should use this for in a 40k beast snagger orcs army, I would love to hear it. Yeah, I really want this. It looks pretty big as well. I mean, I suppose this orc isn't just like the tiniest orc in town, right? So I mean, I don't know how big this is. I'm hoping it's a giant model. It looks cool, absolutely. And I do like the new Stormcasts as well. Yeah. So yeah, what do you think? Do you like what you've seen here today? Are you excited for more new stuff? What are you hoping to see? I am personally hoping for more Griffhound shenanigan stuff for the Stormcast, just because the Griffhounds are such they're so cute. I love them. So what are you hoping to see, and what do you think about all these things we have seen so far? Let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching this one, and I will see you next time. Bye.